Carl Edwards led 185 laps today. That's more laps in one race than he's ever done in his 137 previous starts. And he picks up win number 5 of 2008. And there he is. And Vince, you're down there.
Carl Edwards getting presented the trophy for winning here today at the Memphis Motorsports Park. He said that is one cool trophy. Congratulations, you earned it today. Did you think maybe David was going to get into you at the end?
I wasn't sure. He told me his guys were trying to talk him into it, and I can't say enough about David Ruderman. He's an unbelievable guy. My little brother is probably his biggest fan. He cheers for him more than he does for me. But yeah, David's awesome. I just can't thank City Financial Group, City Financial enough for putting me in this car. Sarah from St. Jude's Children's Hospital put the paint job on this thing. Scott's, Ford, Save-A-Lot, Gillette, all my sponsors, and David Ruderman. One more time, if I didn't say it, man, he took about a year off my life that last restart.
You closed the gap in the championship, chase 2 now to 116 points. How does that enhance your chances, in your opinion, to win the title again?
What's the gap now?
116, so you trimmed 80 off of it.
Awesome. If you can trim off 80 on Clint in one day, you're doing something. We just had a great fortune. Drew made the genius call there at the beginning that got us in a position to put those points on Clint. And I just can't believe it. We got such a great Office Depot fusion for tomorrow. It's been a great week, having a good time, and Kenny Wallace finished 3rd, so I know we'll listen to him all night on the plane going back. And once again, just thank all the fans and City for being on this car. That's very cool.
Carl Edwards wins for the 5th time in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Mike?
You can tell there's a lot of celebrating going on in victory lane, but a disappointed David Ruderman coming home 2nd. You haven't even been able to crack a smile so far. How would you describe the way those last 2 laps came down for you?
You know, I just, long story short, I should have moved him. You know, he would have moved me for sure. So that's what I'm aggravated about. I had, you know, I mean, but that's not my deal. That's not my. I try not to drive that way, but just disappointed when it comes down. These things are hard to win, and the way that our season's gone, it would have been nice to get one. But had a great Aaron's Dream Machine. We got 2 laps down, fought our way back, and excellent pit stops. And I got to thank Josh Wise. He did a great job practicing the car and qualifying it. The car was excellent all day, and really proud of him, and I appreciate his effort. But all in all, you know, I mean, it was a good day, but all it would have taken was just jack him up and drive underneath him. But maybe it'll come around someday.
Well, Shannon, we certainly saw exactly how David Ruderman drives. Very clean in those last couple of laps.
Well, down here with Landon Castle right now, driver of the number 5 car, we saw what happened between you and Bobby Hamilton Jr. at the end of the race. He came into your car. Can you tell me what he said to you?
I couldn't tell what he said. He had his shield down. He was nodding and shaking and nodding and pointing and nodding and shaking, and then his wife was giving me the Hawaiian good luck sign. So, no, we just had a great car today. The 39th National Guard Chevy was good and just raced hard all day. You know, what happened on the last lap, it's just kind of short track, you know. We were just beating and banging, and I was just driving overly aggressive, I guess.
And we've seen you and Bobby Hamilton Jr. You guys have had history before on the track. What led up to this most recent event?
I don't really know. I mean, because, you know, I mean, we had an incident at Loudon, but, you know, he said on the radio there he didn't do that on purpose. You know, he said his brakes faded. So that wasn't on purpose, so there's no reason for me to retaliate for anything. You know, it's just hard racing, you know. I'm sorry it was him. I kind of hit a lot of other people today, so, you know, I suppose while I'm apologizing, might as well apologize to Austin Dillon, too. I kind of hit him going into turn 1, but he had a good finish. So it's just he was kind of victim of circumstance, and I just had sticker tires, and I was on the gas. So that's what happens. Sorry.
All right, guys, Landon Castle on number 5 car.
Well, Bobby just came out of the NASCAR hauler and meeting with Joe Balish, the series director. What was the verdict?
Oh, he just looked at the replay, and it's, you know, he asked me what happened. I told him, I'm sure, you know, you can go ask him. I'm sure it was just hard racing. You know, he, you know, just got into me. I'm sure it was accidental, and, you know, we go on to another week. You know, I mean, what can you do? I mean, he's a rookie. He'll make mistakes, and he'll learn from those mistakes, and we just got to, you know, go on. I mean, I'm sure if you go ask him, that's what happened. He just got into me. He was in the throttle, whatever, and that's cool. That's hard racing. So, and as long as he knows what hard racing is, we're cool.
And that's what he had indicated. The two of you have a little bit of a history, though. Is that part of what spurred your reaction to the contact?
No. I mean, I went over and make sure he was okay. His throttle wasn't hanging or nothing, you know. I mean, just off the corner. I was cool with it. Like I said, as long as he knows what hard racing is, and, you know, he's young. He's going to be a great winner, a champion in this sport. And, you know, as long as he, you know, he'll learn his lessons. And that's what makes a great driver. So even lessons that, you know, are still to come, he'll learn. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. You just got to, you know, and that's just hard. It's Memphis. That's why, you know, that's why he packed the fans here in the stands.
Bobby Hamilton, best of luck this weekend, Bobby.